Hi guys, so here we are with the rest of the comparison. For comparison, we're just gonna start with Beetlejuice this time.
With Beetlejuice, and that's what, the fifth biggest star that we know of? Fourth, okay.
Beetlejuice, big. And on average, a light hour. How long it would take light to travel an hour, how big the distance would be.
Okay.
Very big. VY Canis Majoris.
It's bigger than Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Okay.
UI Scooty. And shrinking UI Scooty down to there, we have the biggest star there is out there.
What is that?
Stevenson 218.
Wow. And is that in our galaxy?
Yeah, it ranges from size as well.
Okay.
It changes.
Are all of these stars in our galaxy or just in the universe?
They're in our galaxy.
Oh. So have we been able to see any stars outside of our universe?
I don't think we can see
Or
outside
out of our
of
galaxy, I mean?
no.
Oh, no, not yet. We don't have the technology yet?
Nope.
Okay.
And right here we have one light day.
One light day, okay. What does a light day mean?
It's how long it would take light to travel a distance in one day, and it would be that big.
Okay.
That's how I do that sometimes. Okay, now that's the light day.
Okay.
And we move on to like the supernovas and biggest black holes we've ever discovered.
Okay.
The biggest black hole out there is TON 618. Guess how many solar masses it has?
How many?
17 billion.
Whoa. That's huge.
I know.
Okay.
And here's a light week.
Okay.
And then we have Cat's Eye Nebula, a small nebula.
Okay. So these are even bigger than the stars you just drew.
Yes.
Okay.
For comparison, here's Stevenson 218.
Whoa, just a tiny dot?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And the black hole that was last time is like that big now.
Okay.
And then we have one light month, which is about that wide.
Whoa. Okay.
The distance, how long it takes light to travel a year, isn't even fittable on this paper. I keep doing that.
So some of these nebulas are as big as a whole light day or light year. Or
Even
light
bigger.
week. Even bigger?
They can even be a light century or even 2 light millenniums.
Wow, I'm learning a lot about this.
Here's a light year.
Okay.
Next would be Hourglass Nebula.
Because it's shaped like an hourglass.
Yes. It's big.
And what is a nebula?
The nebula is when a star is about to die. It'll either go... That's
Explode.
one way. That's for the big stars that are more massive than our sun, which if it's massive enough at the center, there'll be a black hole.
Okay.
But for smaller stars like, say, Alpha Centauri A, they'll just lose their color until they become black.
Oh. Are we done with this comparison?
No, still
Okay.
got more.
Okay.
Hourglass Nebula. Next is Ring Nebula. Big.
Okay.
And next is Helix Nebula. Both about 3 light years wide.
Whoa. That's huge. And these are stars that have exploded?
Yes.
Wow.
Is there supernova?
Okay. Okay, well this video is getting kind of long, so maybe we should make another part.
Well, we can continue.
Okay, how many more?
Just a few more.
Okay.
Now shrinking that nebula to about here, we go to 8 bursts nebula.
Wait, what was that one down there?
That is Helix Nebula.
Okay.
8 burst nebula is near a whole light century, which is 100 light years.
And that's called 8 burst because it's shaped like an 8.
Yes, and that's a light century, light decade as well,
Whoa, so it's almost as big as a light century.
because it's 96 light years.
Wow.
Moving on to the smallest galaxies we have.
Okay.
Messier 32. It's like a mini universe. It's more than a light millennium, which is 1,000 light years.
Okay.
Light millennium. And then we have Sambruo Galaxy, around 4,000 light years wide.
Okay.
I keep doing that. Sambruo Galaxy is that small. We have our galaxy itself.
That's the Milky Way?
Yes.
Okay.
And there's even bigger.
Wow.
Like Andromeda, 125,000 light years.
How big is our galaxy in light years?
100,000.
Okay.
Shrinking Andromeda to that small. We have the distance from the Milky Way to Andromeda, which is almost 2.5 million light years. The
Wow.
next galaxy isn't even fittable on this paper.
What's that one called?
IC 1011.
Okay.
Now this is IC 1011, which we move on to the next biggest things, clusters.
Clusters. What are clusters?
When there's a bunch of galaxies, you can zoom out to see a lot of them to make a cluster.
So it's a bunch of galaxies all at once that you can see?
Yeah, and IC 111 is the biggest galaxy. It's about 6 million light years wide.
Wait, is that a cluster or a galaxy?
That's a galaxy. This is a cluster.
Okay.
This is our local group. It contains about 54 galaxies, about 10 million light years wide.
Where in that galaxy?
There's one little tiny galaxy right there.
That's us?
Yes. We're just tiny.
All right.
And we move on to the superclusters.
Okay.
Laniakea supercluster. It can't even fit on the paper. Once again, that's our local group. Laniakea supercluster is a big cluster of clusters.
Okay.
Supercluster. And the biggest cluster out there is Corona Borealis' Great Wall.
Whoa.
Biggest object in the universe to be said for. And then the final two.
Okay.
The observable universe.
Okay.
And finally, the That's too big.
What is that?
The universe.
So what's the difference between the observable universe and the universe?
The observable universe is things that can ever be observed.
That we can see right now with our technology?
Yes.
And then we think that's as big as the whole entire universe.
And the universe today, and one final object.
Okay.
How big our universe will have to be before the big rip?
What's the big rip?
It's when the universe is growing in, so once it becomes too big, every object in the whole universe, even atoms, protons, electrons, will be ripped apart
Really?
into their indivisible particles, which means that there are only particles in the universe that can't even touch, because it will be expanding quicker than light speed.
That's crazy. Well, you taught me a lot, Finn. Okay, is there anything you want to say?
Thanks for 51 subscribers, and here you go, they dance and
Okay, that's enough. That's how excited he is that he got 51 subscribers. Okay,